Well, we got the trailer in the garage, so that's the first step. So basically what I want to do today is a slight modification to the trailer. If you guys watched the last episode that we did, we went on a four-wheeler ride and we had just bought this Sportsman, and I wasn't thinking about my trailer size. I thought 12 feet would be enough, but because of the frame on the CF Moto being just a little bit longer than some of the other four-wheelers I'm used to, we were about 2 feet short. So I came up with something to get one four-wheeler into the back of the truck. I would call it safe. I wedged my aluminum ramps underneath the front railing onto the tailgate. If you guys want to see that video, I'll link it below. There was nothing loose or sloppy about it. I don't really feel like it was super risky, or I wasn't gonna hurt myself or the machine. So it got on there and the wheels fit on there good, but my concern is if my truck rear end is up a little bit higher and the trailer front end is down too low, I wouldn't be able to get the ramps up enough to get onto my tailgate. So I think we're gonna cut the rail off the back of this trailer. They do make a trailer, a 7x12 with that back rail removed, and they actually have a full ramp on it so you can just drive up. I won't have the ramp, but at least I can get both things on the trailer. So I think I might have said back, I meant the front. We're gonna cut off the front of the trailer, not the back. So we're gonna do the passenger side, and that's the safest bet. That's why the ramps are usually on the passenger side. So if it does fail, your ATV, if it does happen to roll off, if you don't strap it down good, for instance, it would go into the ditch side of the road, not into oncoming traffic. So let's get some marks out and see how we can do this. So the first thing I did was measured the CF Moto front end. That is the bigger of the two machines. Most likely I will be putting the CF Moto on the front sideways, because that machine weighs about 187 pounds more than the Polaris. So I want that weight to be up front on my truck instead of in the rear end, because that could cause some sway back and forth to the rear end of the trailer. 200 pounds probably wouldn't, but just to be on the safe side, I'll put the weight up toward the front. So I took my measurements, and I can go right from the front corner, and I can go right to this beam right here, and then of course we'll cut this at the bottom and remove this whole section. So we'll get some lines on the paint here. Alright, so we'll let that dry for a second. Obviously, even though Arianne is not here to yell at me, you still want to throw on your glasses. And your gloves, you want to be very careful when using a grinder, especially when you get a hyper tough Walmart grinder, because you never really use a grinder and you didn't want to spend a bunch of money to get one that matches your DeWalt set. So, cheap grinder, really don't use one much, but we'll go ahead and try to make these cuts as straight as we can. I figured I could probably go a little bit straighter with this than what I could do with the Sawzall, but if this doesn't cut good, we'll bust out the trusty DeWalt Sawzall. All right, so I got that one free. I'm gonna cut this side and leave this to help support the beam. Glasses are fogging up on that one. All right, so we are good to go here. Both sides are off. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my cut on this. I'm gonna try to go through it. I don't have any magnets or anything to hold it up, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so pretty easy job. Hardest part is just getting it in here and maneuvering around, not having any room, but as long as we got well over 50 inches, should be good to go. Inside to inside, 56 inches. 56 inches should be plenty. Now we can put our aluminum ramps up the side of this, and we can go ahead and load one on the front. And it's a rainy day today, so I wanted to get this done. I am waiting for some tubing caps, which I ordered. They should be in a few days, but today was a perfect day to do this video with the rain and stuff. So we got the caps coming in, which we can put here, here, and here, and just dress it up, make it look a little bit more finished. I'm gonna go ahead and go get a flat file, and I'm gonna just file these burrs off. I'll do that right now, because even though we're capping it, with my luck, I'll still end up cutting myself or something. So I'll go grab a flat file and we'll get that done. So anytime you do something that's going to scuff the paint on metal, you want to make sure you coat it. So I will be putting caps on them, but this main rust goes quick. This trail is actually quite a bit more rusty than I would have thought for not even being 2 years old. But you can't buy a trailer and think it's some super nice item that's not going to get dinged up and rusted and all that fun stuff. Not in Maine anyway. I don't know if you guys are watching from other states. Maybe you don't have that rust issue. Just like that, we have everything but the caps. So we either get one wheeler loaded on that way and then one loaded on the ramp. So I'm gonna get this stuff picked up, let this paint dry, and then we'll take it outside and see how it goes. All right, moment of truth. Alright guys, so this worked better than I thought, as long as the other four-wheeler fits over here. I thought maybe that the hitch would be hanging out and I'd have to take it out. As you can see, it's not, so let's go grab that Polaris and see if both of these fit on like I'm hoping. I think it's going to. What do you guys think? Hey, so just so you guys know, I did jam my finger pretty good when I was making this video. Crushed it between the old aluminum ramps. There's one thing that would make me feel better, and that's if you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit that bell so you get notified every time me and the family post an adventure. There it is. What do you think about that? Both on the trailer, safely loaded. It looks like if I go right there, if this one happened to scooch forward a little bit, the tires would hit. No plastic braking. And I was thinking about maybe securing the ramp, something like that. If not, just thrown in the back of the truck. But obviously would strap everything down. But there it is right there. And I can also come this way a little bit if I had to, but really don't see the need. I could even put a hitch on this. I also feel like now's a good time to just let you guys know, if you're loading into a truck or you're loading up a steep incline like on this trailer, some instances even the ramp is pretty steep. If your four-wheeler has it, make sure you put it in low range and you put it in four-wheel drive. That way it doesn't kick the ramps out from underneath you. Most ramps come with a strap and a hook, and if you're going into the back of the truck, especially with how steep that is, you're going to want to hook those straps up to make sure those ramps stay right where they're supposed to be, and you get that thing in the truck safe, sound, and don't end up on YouTube. Guys, alright, so that was today's little project. I wasn't expecting to do it today, but with all this rain, I can just sit on the couch all day. I already did a bunch of laundry and dishes, and I don't know, a guy can only clean so much. So hopped out in the garage. I'd say this took about a half hour to 45 minutes. That's including getting everything out and taking care of it. Let the paint dry for a little bit. But little things like this that make, you know, the day a little easier and less stressful definitely makes it worth it. Now, I know some of you might already be in my comments right now talking about how eventually I'm going to pull in somewhere and there's not going to be enough room for me to put my ramps out and back it off. And little do you know, if you're thinking that is exactly how my luck is, and I won't be surprised if I don't know, 6 times out of 10 that's going to be the case. A lot of our rides I'm going to be leaving from relatives' house, so I won't have to worry about it there. And you guys are right, I might have to unload somewhere, at least get that one off, and then go park somewhere else. So there might be some shuffling vehicles around, but I think it'll be safer. I think it'll be more convenient for the most part. But yes, you are 100%. If you already hit submit on that comment, let me be the first to tell you, congratulations. You are correct. I'll still tell you you're correct in the comments. It is going to happen to me because I have that kind of luck, and I've already thought about that. Other than that, thanks for spending a little bit of your rainy Sunday with me on this little build, and hopefully we'll have these wheelers loaded up and we'll be on another trip. I know the kids are excited, and so is Arianne. Both kids now know that we have a second four-wheeler and we'll be able to go as a family instead of me taking everybody individually. So they're pretty excited. I got one more helmet to get for Chloe. She saw G's, so now she needs an update. And then I will see you guys on the trails.